But guess what? He failed to do so.
And I wanted to have somebody there so that I could assure people who have raised concerns with me, and there have been literally hundreds between me, our gubernatorial candidate, Julianne Murray, and Rob Arlett, and some legislators. There are hundreds of people who have raised concerns. And I wanted to give them confidence, so I wanted to have somebody from my office that I felt comfortable with and credible that could report back what happened and what they found, so I could assure people that the process was a fair one and a complete one. And I'm disappointed that they conducted that audit without notifying me when and where.
Well, the party is also waiting on voter tally rolls from certain polling locations after concerns were raised by workers that the reported number did not match what they saw on election night. Jane Brady says she's yet to receive those voter tally rolls, and a FOIA request could be an option moving forward. Well, Delaware State Police are continuing to investigate a fatal hit-and-run crash in Georgetown. Colin. Just after 6:30 a.m. Thursday, November 5th, police say that the vehicle was traveling eastbound on County Seat Highway just west of Old Furnace Road when they approached a slight curve. It was at that time that a pedestrian, 49-year-old Jamal Woodland of Lincoln, was walking eastbound on the shoulder of the roadway. The vehicle failed to negotiate the curve in the road and drove onto the shoulder, striking Woodland with the front bumper of the vehicle. Woodland was thrown down an embankment, landing in a shallow ditch where he was left to die. The vehicle did not stop and kept going. Police believe the vehicle was a white Ford E-Series van with right front damage. Anyone with any information is urged to contact police. Well, this has been your Delmarva News Update for this Saturday morning. At this time, we take you live to the Jim Weller Show for Weller Does Delmarva.
Good morning, everybody, and thank you, Rob Petrie, for all those updates. And you are watching and listening to a show called Weller Does Delmarva. I can't believe it. It seems like I was just here a week ago with all of you. So I hope everybody's had a good week. This show is live on TV Delmarva. It's live on YouTube. It's live on Facebook. And we're soon to join the radio, Delaware 1059. We are operating out in the middle of nowhere in Lincoln from the Weller Complex Catch It Live TV Delmarva studios, and we thank you for watching the show. Now, I like to say this every week. We've done this show now 375 times. People say that's a lot. You know, a lot of radio personalities don't even hold a job that long. We've done this show now. We're in our 8th year of doing the show. So, good morning, good morning, good morning. And like I say, in a moment or two, we're going to be joining the radio, Delaware 1059, and we appreciate you watching. And if you're watching on Facebook, would you do me a favor and start a watch party and hit the share button and start a watch party and hit the share button and call a couple people. All right. So anyway, good morning. Now, how much time do I have before we go on the radio?
Maybe a minute.
Maybe a minute. Let's take a good morning phone call. If anybody out there, I have no gifts for you right now, but if you just want to say good morning, call me, 422-7336, 422-7336. If you want to be the first one to say good morning on the air on Weller Does Delmarva, this Saturday edition. So once we get on the radio, we're going to roll the collage. I got many different guests. I have been asked, and I'm being schooled to talk slower. I'm trying to talk slower and pronounce my words better, okay? So I'm doing my best with that. We're prepping for the radio. Let's all get our thoughts together before we go on the air. So good morning, good morning, good morning, and we thank you for watching. And I think we are coming on the radio. Is it Lawrence? Lawrence, turn us on. Let us loose. So here we are. We are live on Delaware 1059. Jim Weller here. And I just want to thank you for tuning in this show. This is a show like no other. In other words, I got quite a unique audience, quite a many different formats and things. And it was interesting to watch last week's show. When we got done with the show, we were looking at the numbers on Facebook, and it's on about 5 or 6 different Facebook pages. You got it on all of them, Jonathan? Every one of them. Jonathan is over there, and he counts them them one by one. Anyway, and we noticed the numbers really increase in a week's time. It was just kind of funny, you know. So anyway, I just want to thank you for watching the show, listening to the show. We will do some giveaways sometime during the show, but for right now, we're going to get right down to business. So if they're ready to roll the collage, I'm ready to look at the collage. Here we go. Roll it.
This week on Weller Does Delmarva, Jeannie Morgan is going to bless some local families and could use your help. Bill Anderson from DryZone has some breaking news about a new home service. Jeff Chorman flies into the studio to give a recap of the week. Danielle Hall joins us for a post-election chat. Justin Ward from Invisible Fence Delmarva drops in with a few ideas to keep your pets safe. Mitch Denham stops by with some info on how to protect your gun rights in Delaware. Pat Campbell White has a real estate update, and our friend Leslie Reese wants to talk about representing her homeowners association. We are live from the Weller Complex in Lincoln, and now here's your host, Jim Weller.
Good morning, everybody, and that's just a little bit of what's going to happen today, and we have some surprises coming up. But first of all, I want to talk about a sponsor segment. In other words, people say, Jim Weller, you got enough sponsors on this show. I do. That's what keeps the lights on, and that's what funds my retirement. There's all these sponsor segments. So this is a sponsor segment, and it is my insurance agent. His name is Bill Strickland, L&W Insurance Agency. People say, I don't know why you like dealing. I can tell you exactly why I like dealing with this guy, because he keeps me on top of things. I recently built a new house for one of my daughters, and when I built the house, I had to get a certain kind of insurance, but then once the house is occupied, you had to get a different insurance, and I kind of forgot about that. But they keep an eye on my Facebook post. The next thing you know, I'm being told we went ahead and converted your insurance over. So I like good insurance companies. They do a good job for me. And L&W Insurance Agency handles personal insurance, renter's insurance, homeowner's insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, health insurance, disability, liability, just a little bit of everything. So whether you're a consumer and you just want to take a look at your insurance policies and see if L&W has any suggestions for you, they can do that. Or if you're a business and you say, you know what, I haven't seen my agent in years and all I do is pay my premium and I never see or hear from anybody, and you want a little more attention to detail, they can help you out. So L&W Insurance Agency takes care of consumers as well as businesses. They've been in business now over 80 years. Over 80 years. That's a long time. So anyway, if you want to talk insurance, if you want to get a second opinion, a third opinion, if you want to compare what you have, or you don't even know what you need, just give L&W a call at 302-856-28. That is not correct. It's 302. That's correct. 856. That's correct. 7828 7828 856 7828 lwinsurance.com on the web. Like them on Facebook if you would. They're very active there. And when you give them a call, tell them you heard about them from Jim Weller. I've had a lot of people, well, now you figure out they've been advertising since the show began, but I've had a lot of people that have told me they've dealt with them, and now they've dealt with them more than a year, now they've dealt with them more than 2 years, and they're very happy with them. So give them a call, check them out, and see how you make out with them. Now, here is my first guest. Her name is Jeannie Morgan. She had her personal chauffeur bring her, and that's her husband, Dave. And anyway, so Dave has a music ministry. He goes around and sings and blesses people through song, and really inspiring and upbeat kind of guy. And then they have started this Blessing Families at Christmas. I don't know if I'd call it a program or a project, but I'm going to let Jeannie take it from here. So, Jeannie, tell us all about Blessing Families at Christmas.
Okay. We started this.
Get closer to the mic if you would.
We
There you
started
go.
this. This is our fourth one.
Fourth year.
And it's a benefit to bless
Okay.
families at Christmas.
Okay.
We pay electric bills, fuel bills.
Just help somebody.
Help with Christmas gifts for children that won't have a Christmas.
Right.
Buy food. Just whatever is needed during the Christmas season. And we've also continued on because we have things that are donated to us throughout the year. And then
I noticed that.
I will put those on, and whatever we get as far as donations for the new items that are donated to us, and I will put those on, and we've been able to help fire victims throughout the year and things like that too.
I've noticed that. You bought a shed, right?
We did.
Okay,
from
so
you.
thank you. But basically, this is like a year-round thing. So once a year, there's a little get-together.
Yes.
We're going to get together?
Yes.
Okay.
November the 21st.
That's like next week.
Next Saturday.
Holy mackerel. Okay,
Yes,
mark
yes.
the calendar, everybody. That's next Saturday.
Yes.
I was looking at the calendar.
At Sam Yoder Farms.
Okay.
We're going to have Blessing Families at Christmas benefit. We've tried to take all the precautions. We've got hand sanitizers, have people distance,
You
and
power washed all the sidewalks.
we're trying to make everything as safe as we can.
So what is this event? Like, what people expect? So we're inviting, this is an invite, right?
Yes, this is
we're
an
inviting
invitation.
people to an event next Saturday night. That's the first thing we're doing here.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
this is a fundraiser.
Yes.
Okay, so it's some fellowship. If you've been cooped up all year and you just are going to go to one event this year, it needs to be this event.
Yes,
All
most
right.
definitely.
Next Saturday night.
Yes.
All right.
And we will have soups. We got chili. We've got vegetable beef soup. We've got chicken salad sandwiches. We'll be having hot dogs, desserts, all
Okay.
kinds of desserts. We
So
do
this is
still.
all for sale.
Yes, it's all
Okay.
for sale. It's donated, and then we in turn sell it to raise money.
Okay.
And then we have silent auction items.
Okay, so you walk around and there's items all laid out on tables
Yes.
for silent auctions. Okay.
Yes. Then we have a live auction as well. Dave Wilson
Okay.
will come in and do a live auction.
Okay.
We have some bicycles, I believe, this year, brand new bicycles.
Really? Okay.
Unless we have families that come up that might need them. But I think we have like 10 bikes, so I'm
Okay.
not sure how many we'll have there, but we will probably have a couple bikes anyway.
Okay. All right.
So Dave will auction those off.
Okay.
And we will be having different cakes and things like that. We usually
get auctioned off?
We auction
Okay.
those off a lot of times too. Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll have something. We normally do. Someone usually brings
Okay.
in something for that. And then we'll have a concert.
Okay.
And we have gospel and Christmas music.
Okay.
And then we will break in between that and we will do a love offering.
Okay.
And of course, in the middle of that is when Dave comes in too. We always break whenever Dave gets there because he takes time out of his schedule.
Well, Saturday night, Dave Wilson's got his own auction going on.
Right.
Okay.
So he takes time to run up there and do ours. So we
Okay.
always try to break and work with Dave on that.
Okay. So when Dave arrives, the auction starts.
Pretty much.
The
yes.
live one.
Yes.
The live
the
one.
live auction.
So is there any charge to get into the event?
Free admission.
How about parking?
Free parking.
Fresh air?
Lots of
Free fresh air?
Free fresh air.
Okay. So Saturday night, what time?
It starts at 5:00, or
5
the doors.
o'clock.
The doors will open at 4:30.
Okay.
We start serving food at 5.
Okay.
And people can come in and look at the silent auction items and
Okay.
the auction items, and we're gonna have a white elephant table as well too.
What's a white elephant table?
Well, we've got laundry detergents, cleaning
Things that have been
supplies,
donated.
things that have been donated.
That you're going to sell?
We're going to sell.
Okay.
And that will also go into the funds to help.
Last year, I noticed a lot of those things were below normal pricing.
Well, yeah, they're donated to us, so
Okay, so-
So we want to do what we can do to help everybody.
Right, right.
Especially in this day.
I
and
almost
age.
wanted to buy the whole table, but I felt weird doing that in front of everybody. But I thought this stuff is below market value. It's a good deal.
Yes,
So-
and that's what we do because we it's donated and
You're just trying to turn it into money.
We're trying
so
to-
that you can use it to bless families.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
What if somebody's listening or watching and said, I want to donate an item? Is it too late to donate something?
No, we will take donations up until Friday.
Okay, next Friday.
We will set up Friday evening, so we need silent auctions before next Friday.
Okay.
Silent auction or auction items, either
Okay.
one. If they have something bigger that
You're looking for new things. You're not
Yes.
looking for used things.
Right,
new
not
things.
yard sale items.
Right. So
Yeah.
anyway, if you want to donate something, or if you want to go out and buy a gift card to somewhere and donate the gift card, they can do that. Or what if they just want to write a check and make a donation?
Yes, they can do that as well. And we make it out to Dave Morgan's Music Ministry.
Okay, is that whatever the
501c3, we're
Yes,
nonprofit.
okay, all right.
And everything that we collect, even though it's under Dave Morgan's Music Ministry, goes to bless families. at
Right, you don't
Christmas.
take any administrative fees. You're not getting a
No.
wage out of this. Or
No.
Every dollar goes out as a dollar.
It does. It
Okay.
does. And the Lord's really blessed us. So when David goes and sings, the money just goes in that account.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
Okay.
Whatever the love offerings or whatever goes right in that account.
Okay.
So we just continuously use that because Lord's blessed us enough that we can
Right,
fill our gas
you
tank
don't need
and-
anything out of this.
Right,
in other words,
right,
you and
right.
Dave. Now, I've watched this over the years. I mean, you were blessing people before you actually officially started this. But
Yes.
this has turned into something. I'll see somebody's had a fire, somebody, has had something come up, and there you are, right to their rescue with things. In
Yes,
other words, so
yes.
I think it's a good thing. I think
Well,
it's a
thank
good
you.
thing. So.
We try. Now, the group that we're going to have this year is out of, they're called the Hagen's
Okay.
family. They're out of Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And they also donate their time. Everything,
Just
all of our
donated.
friends, family, everybody donates their
Okay.
time to be there.
All right.
And to work, and even those that sing and everything. Everything's donated.
And if you're a cake baker or a pie baker and you want to donate a cake or a pie or some cinnamon rolls or some crab cakes. Anyway, she's taking all kinds
I
of
heard
things
you
to
had crab
donate.
cakes.
Oh, yeah. You watched the video.
I did.
Yeah. When a dozen wasn't enough, I had Denise get six more. 18 of them, in other words. So, but she gave them away. She went and gave them away yesterday.
Oh,
she took
my.
them to somebody. Yeah. Gave away 6 crab cakes.
And we still need hot dogs and we need rolls.
How about napkins? Are you loaded on them?
No, we're not. And there's
All
a
right.
shortage of those.
Right. Well, I'm just saying. So these are
We do
practical things. Didn't I buy the hot dogs last year?
You did.
Okay, I'll buy the hot dogs this year. I better make a note of that. How many you want? 1,000 or 2?
100.
100. 100,000 hot dogs. Hot dogs times 100, and I'll get the rolls too.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay, you get the napkins though.
We will.
All right, so I'll donate 100 hot dogs and the rolls. Do you want me to cook them before I donate them?
No, we have a roller for them.
Okay, all right, I'm just messing.
Ronnie Yoder
So,
donates everything for us to use.
building and all?
Yes, he donates it.
good old
donates it
Ronnie
all.
Yoder.
Yes.
Isn't he a good guy?
He is. He's a wonderful.
His father taught him well.
He did. He did.
Sam Yoder's
Yes.
son. All right, so this is a big event, folks. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of a casual time. And if you're looking for something to do next Saturday night, I had a good time there. You can bid against one another. Is it no limit bidding?
No limit. Whatever
No
you
limit.
want
I just want to
go.
make sure you're not going to put a limit on us.
No,
We can spend all we want that night?
Oh, yes. Oh,
Okay,
yes.
just checking.
Yes. And we also have, there's a fundraiser also set up on Facebook
Okay.
for this. It's under the Dave Morgan's Music Ministry
Okay.
page, and it's anyone that donates to that, we get 100%. Facebook gives all of it to us because we are a nonprofit.
Really?
Yeah.
That old Facebook.
Yeah. So.
Wow, all
yeah.
right.
So we were
Okay.
happy with that too. So we do have that set.
Right. Do you know about this? You can have something set up with Amazon.
Oh wow, I love Amazon.
You need to look into this because this is a fact. There is somewhere in Amazon where your organization can be listed as a thing, and you can tell people, hey, when you go to Amazon and buy something, some percentage will go to you.
Oh, nice.
But people, yeah, you need to look into that.
I will.
Okay?
I will.
That's your tip of the day. She's talking off mic, but that's your tip of the day, okay?
Yeah,
In other
that's
words,
great.
yes, you're aware of it, evidently, Tracy. Okay.
I will be
It's a
checking
real
that out.
thing. Yep, it is. It is. And so you can do that. I just thought of that. That was good.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you need to know? We're here for you.
I believe that's basically we just need some. If we could get some more auction items,
Right.
and desserts.
Okay.
Everything else.
Auction
food,
items and
everything's-
desserts. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Now you had these little beanbag chairs.
Yes.
These little kids beanbag chairs.
They're
What?
good size.
Walmart
They're like this
donated them
tall.
to you?
Yes.
Okay.
And I have 8 of those left.
Do you really?
Yeah, I think we started with 30 some.
You're quite the little salesperson
And
here.
we had wagons, and we sold quite a bit of items throughout the summer.
You have
We didn't
kids
sell it.
strollers or something.
We had bassinets.
So Walmart does donate to you pallets of merchandise.
Yes.
And then you take those pallets of merchandise.
Right.
And then you either sell them this evening, next Saturday night at auction,
Right.
or throughout the year.
Right.
Because you are continually, this is something that all through the year, you and Dave are blessing people in need as situations arise, more so at Christmas time, but it is an ongoing thing.
Yes, yeah.
And that's
This
why
is
you got the
definitely our
shed
big
to
one.
store
Next
everything.
Saturday night is definitely our big one.
Big
yes.
All right.
Yes.
So, are there going to be any guns?
No, not this year.
I want to tell you a funny story. I bought a gun last year.
Yeah.
I haven't got that thing yet. That's my fault. I haven't even dealt with it.
Oh my!
He told me don't be in a hurry. The guy told me.
I hope he still has it.
Oh, I'm sure he does. I have to do the FFL or whatever it's called.
Right.
So anyway, I just haven't dealt with it. That's all. I need to get that gun.
But you did we do have some camping trips too.
Do you really?
Yeah, we have Tall Pines is donated.
Okay.
And then we have another campground. We're waiting on the gift certificate from them. But
I want a camping trip to the Trump Plaza.
Oh.
I guess maybe not. The windows are still boarded up. All right. Anyway, let's get off of that subject.
Yeah, we better not go there.
I'm going to leave you. Is that okay?
That's great. Thank you
all
so
right,
much for
thank
having
you
us,
very
Jim.
much. Okay. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Next Saturday night, mark your calendar. All right. Now, next guest, we got to do all our sanitary stuff in here, but it's going to be Bill Anderson, owner operator of DryZone, and he's got some really good news about a brand new thing they're getting ready to launch. I'm very excited to be part of the launch. So anyway, good morning, everybody, and thanks for watching the show. And that event, you need to check it out next week. Look up Jeannie Morgan on the Facebook. See you, Dave. So anyway, Vanderwen's Creamery. This is a sponsor segment. I love Vanderwen's. People know it. I like supporting them. So if you need ice cream, if you like ice cream, you need to check out Vanderwen's. They have numerous locations. You can hire them to bring a truck full of ice cream to your business or to your event or whatever. And we give away gift cards a lot throughout the show. So stay tuned. We'll be giving some gift cards away here in the near future. But anyway, I just want to let you know that Vanderwen's is a great supporter sponsor of the show. You can get a cup, a quart, a pint, a cone, whatever you want. Check out Vanderwen's in Greenwood, Bridgeville. They're also in Dewey Beach and Fenwick Island. All right. So we're going to talk to Bill here in just a second and keep everything moving. And there's a lot going on. Weller's Utility Trailers opens at 8 o'clock today on Saturdays. And we just want to say thanks a lot to all of our customers. We've had a really nice year. We appreciate your patience and your understanding. Oh, we're ready for a picture segment. I have to keep that up. That camera has took a lot of pictures over the years, 140,000 of them. So anyway, Bill Anderson from DryZone, some breaking news. I guess we would call it breaking news.
Yeah, breaking news. Yeah, absolutely.
Launching something new, very exciting.
Yeah, so, a lot of folks know DryZone, that we're a waterproofing and foundation repair company.
Right.
And about 2 years ago, we had started a new division. It was called Spartec, if you remember,
Yep,
right?
I remember it
and
well.
Spartec was, it's this concrete coating.
Right.
Well, a lot of folks weren't really necessarily associating us with that brand. So what we wanted to do was really define or redefine that whole area. So what we did was we had went out and searched and found the best network of concrete coating companies that we could. So we have a brand new company. It's separate from DryZone. We're in the same building.
Right.
But different phone numbers, different everything.
Right.
And it's called Hello Garage.
Hello Garage.
Because
it's kind of cool.
Well, it's neat. So, the whole idea is your garage is actually your new front door.
Yeah, it is.
So, Heather and I, we had actually just
bought the biggest door in the house.
It is the biggest door in the house. And I never thought I would go in my garage as much as, and this is my first garage I've owned.
Right.
So I was kind of excited about it, but I always figured I would still go in my front door. Mm-hmm. And it was amazing that now that I have my garage, I go down the road, I push the button, the garage door comes open, and I just walk in my garage. It does. It just welcomes you. So.
Welcome home, Bill.
Yeah.
Yep. Wow. So you're out to make America's garages look better.
Absolutely. Yeah.
To redefine what your garage looks like.
Absolutely.
Because something else your garage is, when that door's open and you're out cutting grass and stuff like that, it's the thing that all your neighbors are looking at too.
Well, they are, and it's funny. One of the questions that we ask is, why do you want your garage to look better? Is
Right.
You just want it cleaner? Do you want storage? Do you
More
want this? Do you want that? More functional? And one of them is just pride of ownership. I love when granted, like I said, it's a brand new home, but
Right.
We had done slat walls in our garage. We have the flooring, cabinets coming in soon, and it really is. I know you're probably not supposed to be prideful. I think that's a sin, but I really
It's good to be pleased with your accomplishments.
Absolutely, yeah.
No harm in that. I mean, you get out and work hard every day, and
Right.
You take pride in what you're entrusted to manage.
Right.
In other
Absolutely.
words, So let's walk through it. In other words, somebody's listening and they're like, "Well, I've got a garage,
Right.
And I've had it for a few years now, and I wouldn't mind if it looked a little better. My better half says it looks a little junky every now and then, and I want to take some ownership of it." So your garage started. It had is it called sheetrock walls?
They were, yeah, the walls had sheetrock on them, and they were
Okay.
just fire taped. So.
All right, and then you put, what's that stuff called?
Drywall mud. So you actually have
Right.
to, mud it and
That's
then
not
paint it.
what you really are doing, though.
That is not what we're doing.
But on top of that, what did you do
On
next?
top of that, there's these slat walls. So everybody sees, like, when you go into the box stores, you find these little hooks that
Right.
you put on these slatted walls.
Right.
And you can put all your different accessories on there, like your brooms and your little baskets and just all the stuff that sits on your floor, you can now
Hang it.
put on your walls. Yep.
Right. That way, instead of tripping over it, you can find it.
Right. So, like, our golf clubs are sitting right on our slat walls.
Okay, right there.
Bicycles are on the wall. Instead of having, 5 row deep of bicycles, now
Right.
they can sit on the walls.
Right. That's pretty cool. So everything's nice and neat. Then you can coat the floor.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. Can you do poly level in a floor?
So that's one of the reasons why we had gotten into concrete coatings was we
Okay.
would go into these garages and they would sink, right? It would go down like an inch or two or whatever, and it would look really, really bad, and then it would crack. So
Right.
with poly level, we would go in there and lift it up. But
Level
you would
it out.
still see those cracks in the floor, even when we put
Oh, good
a product
point.
called Nexus Pro.
Right.
It would still look shattered.
Right.
So with Hello Garage, we can actually lift your floor just like we always have,
Coat
and
it.
then you have this beautiful floor that goes on top of it, and it looks brand new.
And it's also kind of nice, in other words, if you've got a floor that's full of oil stains, or maybe you've
Exactly.
bought a home and the previous owner stained the floor and you really don't know what to do with it, this solves it all.
Right.
This solves it all.
We've
So-
seen a lot of homes. We were just down in the Hope Yacht and Country Club last week or the week before, and this couple had just bought a home. It was a used home, and somebody had tried to actually put some different coatings on it, and it was like they did it right before they sold the home, and it was already flaking up, right? So it was
wow.
like one of those DIY projects,
Yeah.
and it
looked like one.
and it looked like one. And listen, for what it was, they looked like they tried hard to make it look nice, but
Right.
the fact is, it wasn't something that was going to last.
So we're talking the electrical. If somebody needs some new LED lights
Yeah.
or some receptacles, we can do that.
Right.
We're talking cabinetry.
We talked.
So,
Yep.
so the walls, the floor, cabinets, electrical, turnkey,
Flooring, storage, and more. Absolutely.
flooring, storage, and more. So what is this new phone number?
So
this
it's-
is a brand new
right.
phone number.
So it's 888-59-GARAGE.
59 Garage.
And I know
Pretty
you don't need the E on the end, but it just would look stupid without the E. So, but you can still push the E if you want.
1-888-59 Garage. All right. Now, website yet?
Yep. HelloGarage.com.
HelloGarage.com. That's pretty cool. HelloGarage.com. So brand new. Is there stuff already on the website?
There is, yeah.
People can go there like right now.
They can go on it right now. So we are a franchise.
Okay.
So we actually have this national backing, just like we had with DryZone.
Right.
So we have dealers in Texas and all over the country.
Right.
So that's the cool part. We actually have folks that actually man the appointment center, so you don't have to worry about ever getting somebody's cell phone. Not like you ever
Okay.
would with DryZone, but
Right.
with a lot of new startup companies, it's normally an owner operator thing where you're
Right.
getting
Yeah,
someone's.
this is part of a bigger thing than not Bridgeville, than Ellendale.
Than Ellendale,
It's
yes,
bigger than
exactly.
Ellendale. So anyway, all right. So give them a call, 888-59 Garage. I'd like somebody to just test the phone number this morning.
Absolutely,
Just call.
yeah.
I hear the music. I'm getting ready to be wound down. So anyway, Bill, was there anything else?
No, listen, I appreciate
Okay.
you having me on. I'm going to be out here probably more. We're going to start bringing in some samples so you can start playing with it, so you can actually start to
that's
see
cool.
the stuff that we do. And I'll have lots of gizmos, gadgets, just like we always did with DryZone with you. So.
All right. Thank you.
All right, well, Jim, I actually
Call
do have
them
a
right
present.
now.
You get your own Dream Team T-shirt. So,
Oh, wow, very good.
The folks who install it, they're called
Okay.
the Dream Team. So, this is
Really?
yours.
Thank you very much. This is nice. We're still on. So anyway, we're still on TV and so on. So I'm going to thank you for that. I'm going to let you go for now, if it's
Outstanding.
okay.
Yep, you got
and
it.
I would love to have you on more. Okay?
Sounds great. Thank you so
Thanks.
much.
See you.
All
All
right,
right. Be
Jim.
safe. All right.
You too.
All right. Tell Heather I said howdy.
I will.
Okay. All right, everybody. I think we're going to roll to Rob Petrie real quick. So Rob, take it away.
All righty, Jim. Thank you so much. Good day, Delmarva. Reporter Rob Petrie here with a Saturday Live edition of your Delmarva News Update. Now, there is good news in the race for a coronavirus vaccine. As Newsnet's Abigail Taylor tells us, one vaccine is on track to go before the FDA for approval later this month. Let's take a look.
Data from vaccine developers Pfizer and BioNTech is proving promising. In fact, Pfizer says the shots may be 90% effective at preventing COVID-19. They also say this data puts them on track to apply later this month for emergency use approval from the Food and Drug Administration. Dr. Fauci, the government's top infectious disease expert, calls this news just extraordinary, adding, quote, "Not very many people expected it would be as high as that." Pfizer agrees these kind of results are highly unusual, reminding that this does not mean this vaccine is guaranteed, and that the initial protection rate may change by the time the study is officially over. Medical experts say it will likely still be into 2021 before a vaccine is released to the public. Reporting for Newsnet, I'm Abigail Taylor.
Script. Alrighty, well, meanwhile, blood donations are critically low across Delmarva due to the coronavirus. The blood bank of Delmarva is in dire need of donations of all blood types after their supplies were reduced by 57%. Now, this is largely due to the fact that many schools are closed and school blood drives account for a significant portion of their donations. If you're interested in donating blood to help with the shortage, go to delmarvablood.org to learn more. This has been your Delmarva News Update, your Saturday Live edition. At this time, we take you back to Jim Weller for more of Weller Does Delmarva.
Okay, everybody. Thank you very much, Rob Petrie, for that update. And you are watching a show called Weller Does Delmarva, and I want to make the telephone ring just real quick. I don't know how much time I got before we go on the radio, but I need somebody to call me on the phone for 2 gift cards to Vanderwen's. 2 gift cards to Vanderwen's. You got to be the first person to get through. 422-7336. 2 Vanderwen's gift cards. We're doing it real quick right now. I'm required to give so many away every Saturday. So here's your chance to get 2 right now. 422-7336. Call me right this second before I move along. If you want 2 gift cards to Vanderwen's, call now. Operators are standing by. 422-7336. 422-7336. If you want them, call me now. You got to pick them up at Weller's in Bridgeville from Tuesday through Saturday because we're closed on Sunday and Monday. 2 gift cards to Vanderwen's. 422-7336. We did test the phones, didn't we? Yep. Nope. Oh, we didn't test them. I'll test one just for the heck of it. 422-7336. It is odd that the phone is not ringing, so I just want to make sure. Does anybody hear it ringing on air? No. Okay, so undo it, redo it if you could, please. All right. All right, so if you called on the phone, I apologize. I didn't get it just right this morning. Maybe it's a little complicated, but anyway, we're going to undo it and redo it just so you can get your Vanderwen's gift cards. But I want to remind you, Weller's Utility Trailers is going to open up today at 8 o'clock, and we're going to be busy. So if you need a trailer, a shed, a carport, a swing set, a generator, a flagpole, or parts for a utility trailer, we're here for you, okay? We have a lot of stuff in stock. We'll do our best. Hey, we got a load of dump trailers in. I normally have 50, 60 dump trailers on the ground, okay? But business has been good, and we got down to where we had 2 on the ground, just 2 dump trailers. And any orders that I place now, I'm not going to get them till February or March. But I've got about 40 dump trailers promised to me between now and the end of the year. We think the phones are working. We want you to try it again. 422-7336. You want 2 gift cards to Vanderwen's? Call me right this minute. 422-7336. Operators are standing by. I'm the operator, and we will answer the phone and put your name on the list, and you can pick up 2 gift cards to Vanderwen's ice cream, and you can use them kind of anytime you want. You have to use them while they're open. And somebody called me the other day and wanted to know if I would meet them at Vanderwen's and give them the gift cards. And I thought, well, that's a mighty nice offer, but it's not going to work for me unless you're going to take me out to lunch before we go to Vanderwen's. All right. Is that a phone call? Oh my gosh, now Tracy's calling me. All right, so anyway, she's testing that phone. She's worried. All right, so anyway, no phone calls today, so I'm just going to have to do something else. All right, the next thing is, what is the next thing? We're going to go back on the radio in just a couple minutes. I got many different guests, got lots of things to talk to you about. I've got a lady coming on the show today that's running to be on her homeowners association, and I said, man, I have got the audience to vote for you to be on the homeowners board association, whatever it's called. Okay. Homeowners associations are very foreign to me living out here in the country. All right. I hear the music. It's coming. I got to be quiet for a second. I'm done. Lawrence, you can just let her roll. Good morning, everybody. And Lawrence is back at the control boards at the radio station. I'm looking as if I can see him. He's over in the Houston area. Lawrence, thank you very much. Hey, you would not believe the amount of technology that's going on here. This show, I'm sitting here talking to you, and you can listen to me on Delaware 105.9. That's one way. You can watch me on YouTube. You can watch me on Channel 14 on TV. You can watch me on your Roku device. You can watch me on Facebook, maybe about 5 different Facebook pages. You can also watch me at tvdelmarva.com, and you can also watch me with your Amazon Fire Stick. So I don't know how to make it any more accommodating to that. So I don't know how many people we're talking to, but we're on TV, radio, Facebook, and YouTube, and Roku, and Amazon Fire Stick, okay? So, good morning. Thank you for watching. We're going to have another guest on in just a few minutes, and her name is Danielle Hall. I got to know her a little bit here during the campaign season, but I want to tell you, I got some specials, and I had mentioned that we're selling 5-minute interviews. We normally charge $300 for a 5-minute interview, okay? We're doing them for $175, and I've had some phone calls. So I thought I would have some space in November. I'm being told I have no space in November, no space in December. So we're into January right now. So if you own a business and you'd like to join me on the show for a 5-minute interview, I'm going to extend that offer, $175 for a 5-minute interview. And then you will be able to share it on Facebook or wherever you want to use it, and so on. So it's one commercial during the show for 5 minutes, but then you can use it as often as you want. All of my advertisers enjoy the fact that they get more than one advertisement. All right. Now, Jeff Corman was going to be on today, but I'm going to reschedule him. So we're taking a picture here real quick. So anyway, Jeff Corman will not be joining me today, but we're going to talk to Donyale Hall here in just a minute. We're going to brag on an event that's happening today. Everybody likes an auction, and I love auctions, okay? There was a day. Oh, this is a sponsor segment. I forgot to mention that. There was a day that when there was an auction, I would take like 4 24-foot enclosed trailers and 4 or 5 people, and we would go to the auction. And guess what we went there to do? We went there to buy, okay? Because I used to buy stuff and resell it. I had this big red barn, and we used to just fill it full of stuff and sell stuff. But what I'm letting you know is that if you want to go to an auction and you're not from around here and you've never been to a good old Delaware auction, you need to check out Wilson's Auction. Now on Route 113 in Lincoln today at 10 o'clock, they're having a live auction. It'll go all day into the evening. They're going to have a little bit of everything, thousands of things, multiple auctioneers. That's today, Route 113 in Lincoln City, Delaware, Wilson's Auction. But then today is November 14th, right? Yes, it is. Well, they are having an off-site auction in Dover, and it was Miller's Plumbing and Heating. The estate of Alan E. Miller is being sold today to the highest bidder. And there are vehicles, there are supplies, there are thousands and thousands and thousands of things. Okay? So if you want something to do today, if you want to buy stuff and resell it, if you want to buy stuff and use it, if you want to teach your grandkids how to think on their feet, how to go to an auction. That's what I'm trying to teach everybody, is how to walk and chew gum and think on your feet and make your own decisions. So anyway, you can do that at an auction. You can hold your hand up or you can let your hand down. So today there's a huge auction in Dover. Check it out at wilsonsauction.com. Then next Saturday, there's another auction in Dover, another business liquidation. Okay. So anyway, and also on Tuesday nights at 6 o'clock, there is the auto auction on Route 113 in Lincoln at Wilson's Auction. So you need to call Wilson's Auction if you have any questions or if you have something you want to sell. I've bought many pieces of real estate from Wilson's Auction. So anyway, it's 422-3454. If I've confused you in any way, shape, or form and you want clarity in your life, just call Wilson's Auction, 422-3454. Also, wilsonsauction.com on the web. And you're wondering, are they on Facebook? Absolutely. So Dave Wilson and his team do a good job. We thank them for their support of the show. And check out Wilson's Auction, all right? It is a lot of fun, okay? Now, here she is, Danielle Hall. I think I have got her name pronounced correctly.
You do.
And I'm doing pretty good there. And she ran a valiant effort for Lieutenant Governor. I appreciate it. I felt you did an honorable way of running and nothing got ugly. It was good. You did a good job.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And I appreciate that. And then I've heard that you may be back doing something in the future.
Of course.
Of course. Okay.
Wasn't a one and done candidate.
One and done. And you seem like a young lady who's very involved in her community, passionate about it. Did you say you have 10 children?
I have 10 children.
Okay, so I'm going to say you have a sizable investment in our community. Would that be fair to say?
That would be fair.
And you have a business also.
I do.
So, anyway, today, what would you like to talk about today?
It's at your leisure, whatever you would like to know.
You got a lot of votes. You got
Yes.
a lot of votes. So let's start with saying that was a good run. In other words,
197,343, I think, was the last number I saw. Yes.
Wow.
We made history with that.
You've got to feel really good about that.
I feel awesome about that.
I mean, that was quite good. I thought you ran a very nice campaign. Nothing got ugly, and quite frankly, I mean, I think you brought a lot of awareness to what is happening and what isn't happening in our political climate.
I think that's true. And I think that's probably
So I think
one
you
of the
left
things.
us better than you found us.
I did.
In other words,
did.
I would say that, I'm even more aware of what some of our leaders are doing and not doing, in other words. So I thought that was good. So let's talk about your business for just a minute, okay? All right. So you have, is it what I call it, a construction business?
Actually, it's general contracting. I'm moving toward construction, so we're
Okay.
going to get there one day. That's the dream.
Okay. So it's you and your husband?
Yes.
Okay. And what's the name of the business?
Minority Contractors and Associates.
All right. In the Dover area?
Yes, but we do things statewide, so we're not just
Statewide,
limited
okay.
to Kent County. We've
Okay.
been doing projects all
Wherever.
over the state of Delaware.
So what would somebody call you for?
Well, I do a whole lot of different services. We have
Okay.
lawn and landscaping as one part, so
okay.
we actually work with the county to take care of all of the fines and violations and so forth with the grass cutting there.
Really?
And then we do remodeling on residential and commercial properties. We've got a couple of projects going on right now, one in
Really?
Middletown and one in Dover, yes.
Okay. So you're kind of comfortable dealing in any one of the three counties?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's kind of a good thing to know,
Yes.
in other words. And so people give you a call. They say, hey, I've got this house. I might want to build an addition, or I need to do a little remodeling.
Yes.
Or I might want do you do landscaping? In other
We do
words,
that,
okay.
yes.
Do you do snow removal?
We do that as well.
Okay. Do you do the salting of sidewalks?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I mean, that season's right around the corner.
Yes, it
in other
is.
words, so people could give you a call and say, "What am I looking at?" Would you just because you don't want to look for somebody to deal with snow when you got snow on the ground.
This is true.
You want to kind of deal with it ahead of time. A little
That's
bit.
right.
Okay, and so you have that now. Your kids, are they all grown, or are they what are they doing? In other words,
So I have 6 adult children.
Okay.
Some live in state, some live out of state.
Okay.
My daughter, she lives in North Carolina in the Charlotte area right now. She
Okay.
graduated from Georgetown University in 2014, and
Good job.
yeah, she did an awesome job. Fantastic. Yes, academic excellence is something that my children have to rise to the occasion for, and she set the bar
Really?
very high because she went on full academic scholarship. So.
Really, congratulations on that too.
Yes,
right?
yes. So they have to explain C's in my house.
Oh, okay. What did you just say? They have to what?
Explain C's in my house. So if they bring home
That's
a C,
a low standard for you.
Yes, it
That was
is.
a high standard for me.
It is.
Now,
Well, that's
but-
because I know that my children are capable of achieving
Correct.
that level, and I have the expectation. And
They know that.
They do.
Okay.
And my children are very fortunate because I was an engineering undergraduate major, and so I've had every math, every science. I have a master's degree in business. So they have in-home tutoring if they need it.
Okay.
And so, if you are not understanding something and I can't explain it to you, I'm going to find somebody to explain it
Right.
to you.
We're not going to stop there.
No, we're not. Not at all. Not at all. So
you're about accomplishments.
Yes.
Let's accomplish the goal.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's very good. So, do you have any grandkids?
I do.
Okay.
I do. My youngest, I had my first grandson back in March, and I've seen him for about an hour. And my daughter
Really?
came up for a funeral a few weeks ago, and
Wow.
COVID being what it was, I couldn't travel, and she told me if I stepped foot on a plane, she wouldn't let me in her house. She's
Right.
a germaphobe, so.
Okay. Well, that's wise. Sounds like wisdom there. In other words,
It is.
Wow. All
But
right.
I have several granddaughters. My oldest daughter, she had a set of girls, twins, her
Really?
first go round. Yes. So
Wow.
that's
They knew it all along, right?
yes.
Okay.
I said God has a sense of humor because she
No
was
doubt.
one of those teenagers that put grays in my hair very early.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes.
And what was that term you used? You want your kids to be emancipated by 18? Did I say?
Yes. That's why I say six of
Okay.
them have successfully emancipated themselves from my wallet. So,
Okay.
But my one son is going to be 18 in December. He's a high school senior. He has plans to go on to college. I just want them to have a plan.
Correct. Right.
You plan your work and then you work your plan.
Absolutely.
And so that's the standard. Have something to look forward to
And work towards.
And work toward it. Yes.
So he's Dover High School?
No, he's actually at the early college high school. So he
Wow.
has
Okay.
been a part of that for his whole 4 years of high school, and that program allows them to graduate high school and have up to 60 college credits done by the time they graduate. So
Wow.
it's
Okay.
it's a great program
Right.
for
Preparing.
students that want to go to college. So it gives them a head start.
What's your husband do all day long?
Well, he and I plan our work, so
Okay.
that's
Okay.
we.
Is he
definitely-
like managing the people? Or?
Yes. So we
Okay.
each have our roles,
Roles.
and he does a lot of the project management, and so he'll be on site making sure that people are doing, what they're supposed to be doing, and.
So this is a real team business.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. So if people hire your business, they're not getting just one manager; they're getting two. Technically.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow, and they both care,
Yes.
and have a vested interest.
Yes.
All right. So, did you get any feedback from being on this show?
I got lots of feedback from being on this show. As a matter
did?
of fact, there were people that were on my Facebook page, and they said we heard you on the Weller show. And
Really?
Yes. And
Had you ever heard of it before?
I had.
Oh, I just
had.
was curious.
I
Okay.
had, yes.
All right. We have the mayor of Dover on quite frequently.
I love
Mayor
Mayor
Robin
Christensen.
Christensen. Yeah,
He's
he
a
does a
great
good
guy.
job.
I
yeah.
love him.
He comes all the way to Lincoln. He's come all the way to Georgetown, I think. So anyway.
He's very involved.
Oh, he is that. There's no doubt. Yeah,
He definitely cares about the community. I have great
Yes.
respect and admiration for
his
him.
kids
so.
support him totally.
Yes.
I mean, it's interesting to watch. In
It
other
is.
words, So anyway, I go to a church in Dover, United Church at the Dover High School. In other
Okay.
words, yeah.
I've attended some services there. It's a phenomenal experience.
It is a lot of energy.
It is.
A lot of energy.
Lights, camera, and action for
Yeah,
sure
no
in there.
doubt. Yep. So anything else you want to touch on while you're here? Is I don't know where to steer you. Where'd you grow up?
Well, my father was stationed at Dover Air Force Base in
Oh, okay.
1973, so I was 3 years old when we moved here. So this is as much home as any. So
Wow,
I'm a military
okay.
brat. Went to Caesar Rodney High School.
So your father finished his career right here
He
at Dover.
did. He retired
Okay.
after 26 years.
Wow, good job.
Yes.
Oh, that air base has grown, hasn't it?
It has tremendously.
I mean, it has. I didn't know this, but Mayor Christensen shared with us one time on the show. It used to be located somewhere else in Dover.
Wow, that was before my time.
I agree. It was before.
I don't know that.
Yep.
All I've ever known was
somewhere around. Is it called Aldi? Across the street, there's a CVS.
there.
The
Was.
Dover Post was there. That used to be
Okay.
in a building that was round. And that is somewhere in that area is where the Dover Air
Wow.
Force Base used to be.
I didn't know
Unless
that it
I've really
extended
got that story all wrong.
I don't
so,
know. I don't
but
know.
something like that he told me, that the air base was in a different place. So anyway, Dover is really growing. Our
It has.
state is really growing.
It has.
So you are letting us know, you're putting us on notice that you will be back in the political arena.
Yes, I will.
In the future, and you're just going to stay involved and keep on learning, and you want to be a blessing to our state.
Yes, indeed.
And we just want to let you. How's that?
That sounds fantastic.
Anything else you want to add? We are out of time, but I got time. So is there anything else you want to say or wish you hadn't said?
I'm pretty shoot from the hip kind of girl, so there's nothing that I would retract at all.
Okay. Well,
It
good.
comes from the heart, and it always will be. And I really thank you for inviting me back to the show.
Well, thanks a lot. And I guess if you want to be on for something in the future, just let us know ahead of time. I have a lady named Jackie. You've met Tracy, but there's a Jackie that works through the week, and she informed me the other day.
She emails me.
Oh, is that what she does?
She
Okay.
emails me, yes.
And she, boy, if I emailed you, you'd be correcting my spelling. But anyway, I'm just saying she does a good job. So this little show, just so you know, it started out kind of as a hobby. In other words, we pay for the time, and then we have our advertisers, and it's just turned into, we're on our 8th year, and these guys here help me out, and their dad's back in the back, and they have a TV station that they're just getting started called TV Delmarva, and it's just really exciting. And have you ever heard of the radio station 88.7 The Bridge?
I have not.
Okay, well, it's a Delaware Christian radio station. It actually started in this building.
Okay.
And actually before that, 10 or 15, maybe 20 years ago, another one, which was Delaware's first licensed Christian radio station, 1013 WXBZ, started in this building. And it's just, this building has a lot of good history, so good bones, stuff. I guess I would say, so
very good bones.
So anyway, so we do this show every week. So if you have something, or if you're involved in an organization that needs some promoting, keep me in mind. We try not to do businesses unless it's a sponsor type thing, but, just keep us in mind in the future. Is that okay?
Well, I'll pass along the word as well.
I do want to do this. Your business, let's go ahead and give out contact info just in case somebody wanted to hire you or your husband to do some work for them.
And they can reach me at 302-399-8838.
399-8838.
8838.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say goodbye. Is that okay?
Thank you.
All right. God bless you. Thank you. And congratulations.
Thank you.
And do a good job out there for us.
Thank you
Okay.
very much.
See you. Bye-bye. All right. There she goes. And she's a good gal. I was very pleased in meeting her. And I appreciate her desire to serve us. All right, let's talk about another sponsor. But before that, can we talk about Beans Attic in Lincoln? This is just, we'll call this a sponsor segment. But Beans Attic is good friends of mine, Jack and Holly Bean. And they are having their Christmas open house today. It was 3 days, so it started yesterday. So it's today and tomorrow. Regular store hours, so it looks like Saturday, which is today, 10 to 4, and tomorrow, Sunday, 10 to 3. Beans Attic is on Route 113 in Lincoln. A lot of you remember it. It used to be called Weller's Tire Service. So anyway, that is where they're at. They have got all kinds of unique things. My wife, Denise, just loves the place. She's in there all the time. And one thing I want to encourage, if you go to Beans Attic and you see something you like, buy it right then and there, okay? Because if you go back, it may be gone. A lot of one-of-a-kind things there, and they're very unique. And they're having their open house, so we're calling it their Christmas open house. Special purchases, discounted prices, and drawings, okay? So anyway, bring this card. Well, I don't have a card to give you. So anyway, check them out, Beans Attic, today and tomorrow. Now, what's the next thing I wanted to talk about? I really do enjoy doing this show, and I hope you enjoy watching it, okay? And if you have any feedback for me, I'll take it. Good criticism, bad criticism, suggestions, ideas. If you ever want to be on the show, please reach out to me. Let me know. You can, what would be the best thing to do? You can email me, Jim, Jim, at Wellers, WELLERS.com, or you can send me a direct message on the Facebook, okay? So somebody I want to thank for supporting the show and sponsoring it is Jerry Santoro. So this is a sponsor segment, but Jerry has been supporting this show for a long time. I'll say years now. When you hear my advertisers, you can tell they've been with me a long time. But they're also people I deal with, and I deal with Jerry Santoro. Jerry's Lawn Care. He does lawn care. He actually winterizes irrigation systems. So if you got one and you haven't winterized it yet and you need some help with it, Jerry can help you. Something that's coming up is firewood season. So he sells a lot of firewood. In other words, whether you want it delivered to you, whether you want to pick it up from him, firewood. So it's seasoned, it's hardwood. He's got tons of it. And like I say, you can pick it up from him in Greenwood, or he can deliver it to you. So if you're planning your lawn care for next year, you can talk to Jerry, all right? If you have a building lot that you need cleared, I've got some trees that I'm getting ready to have cut down. They're rotten. I'm afraid they're going to fall on something. So he's just going to take them all down for me. He could sell you mulch. He could sell you dirt. Denise needs a little bit of topsoil, so he's bringing over a load of topsoil. She's just going to dump it in a pile, and she'll take it from there. So all kinds of things that he does. So if you have any questions about what Jerry does, just give him a call. He's licensed. He's insured. Estimates are free. His phone number is 302-363-6025. 363-6025, jlc-llc.com on the web. Jerry's Lawn Care. Like I say, good guy, friendly guy. We really like dealing with him at the Fine Day Farms and at Weller's and so on and so forth. So, other than that, I've had a good week. I don't know how your week has been. I'm in the mood to do more things, but there's a looming shutdown on the horizon. I'm a little nervous about that. And I just want to say, if you are looking to buy a trailer at Weller's in Bridgeville, we've got them. But we are not going to be getting many more before the end of the year. So what you see is what I got. And everybody is prepping me for new prices next year. And they're not going to go down. They're probably going to go up. So if you've been thinking about buying a trailer at Weller's in Bridgeville, we do offer financing. We take trade-ins. We also sell a lot of Amish-made sheds. The Amish-made vinyl swing sets, very popular this time of year. For some reason, people buy them as Christmas gifts and so on. So if you want an Amish-made vinyl swing set, and the sheds and the swing sets and the dog kennels, they all include delivery to your yard. So check us out at Wellers.com. Give us a call on the phone, 337-8228. Now, another sponsor of the show, again, another person that I've dealt with for years, enjoy dealing with, is my chiropractor, which is Dr. T, Dr. Trillia. So this is a sponsor segment. Peninsula Chiropractic Center is the name of his business. He's been in business a long time. He does a good job. I meet people all the time. I do an ad like this, and somebody will send me a text or a message saying, I love Dr. T. I've been dealing with him for years. There's another doctor that works in there with him called Dr. Bud, and I love dealing with both of them, okay? And if you need chiropractic care, maybe you don't, maybe you've just got a little ache or pain or something's just not working just right and you're not sure. You can go and, have a meeting with them, and they'll tell you if chiropractic care is going to help you. In other words, they're not magicians. It's a science, and it's a medical procedure. They manipulate you, and it really works and does wonders for me. So I'm just letting you know, if you have got a need for chiropractic care, you give a call. If you got insurance, they accept most insurances. If not, you can self-pay. But anyway, they're located on Route 13 in Seaford. Been around, I think, 30 years plus, maybe 25 to 30 years plus. But anyway, I've dealt with them for years and been very, very happy, and you will be too. If you were hurt in an auto accident or you got hurt on the job, whatever your situation may be, if you think chiropractic care can help, check them out. Dr. Bud, Dr. T, you're going to love their personality. They're very knowledgeable. They're very helpful. When you call on the phone, the people that coordinate your appointment are very accommodating. So the phone number is 629-4344. That's 302-629-4344. 4344, PeninsulaChiroCenter.com on the web, and like them on Facebook if you would too. All right, I hear the music. We're going to take a break from the radio. So anyway, stay tuned. We'll be back in just a couple minutes with more of Weller Does Delmarva, but you can watch us right now on tvdelmarva.com or Weller Does Delmarva on the Facebook. So anyway, I just want to say, hey, I think Rob Petrie is going to be joining us again with some updates and so on. I don't know if the radio is on or off. I don't know what that was. So folks, if you're listening on the radio, we appreciate it. If the radio has stopped, we're not sure. But anyway, we are live on TV Delmarva, channel 14 on your TV. You can watch it. Just look up James J. Weller Jr. on the Facebook or Weller Does Delmarva, because we are here for you. This show is all about you, the audience. And I think Justin Ward has arrived. We're going to get him on in a little bit. We're going to chit-chat with him at some point here this morning. We're also going to talk to Mitch Denham. Sorry about that, Mitch. Mitch Denham is going to be joining us. He's going to be talking about Delaware gun rights. He's with that group. And then Leslie Reese is coming in. And hopefully I'm going to have a little bit of time here during the show to give some things away. I think I've got some more broken snow shovels that I might want to give away. You never know when you're going to need one of them. And I had a bunch of them. I said I had one, and we gave them away. Had somebody get up with us, and they fixed them all. Sent me a picture. Glued the handles back on, put a screw down the center up, and it's like just like new. And I'm thinking that, great, you're happy, I'm happy. I got rid of them. You can use them. Actually, he's selling them. But anyway, it worked out good for the gentleman that got them, and it worked out good for me getting rid of the free snow shovels. So today we are going to have some items to give away. I just don't know exactly when or what's going on. So Rob Petrie is ready. So Rob, take it away, buddy.
All righty. Thank you so much, Jim. Reporter Rob Petrie here with a Saturday Live edition of your Delmarva News Update. New details have emerged in the GOP investigation into this year's election results in Delaware. In an exclusive interview, Delaware Republican Party Chairwoman Jane Brady tells us that State Election Commissioner Anthony Albence was supposed to notify her before an audit was conducted on the election results, but he failed to do so.
And I wanted to have somebody there so that I could assure people who have raised concerns with me, and there have been literally hundreds between me, our gubernatorial candidate, Julianne Murray, and Rob Arlett, and some legislators. There are hundreds of people who have raised concerns. And I wanted to give them confidence, so I wanted to have somebody from my office that I felt comfortable with and credible that could report back what happened and what they found, so I could assure people that the process was a fair one and a complete one. And I'm disappointed that they conducted that audit without notifying me when and where.
Well, the party is also waiting on voter tally rolls from certain polling locations after concerns were raised by workers that the reported number did not match what they saw on election night. Well, Delaware State Police are continuing to investigate a fatal hit-and-run crash in Georgetown. Just after 6:30 a.m. Thursday, November 5th, police say a vehicle traveling eastbound on County Seat Highway just west of Old Furnace Road was approaching a slight curve. It was at that time that a pedestrian, 49-year-old Jamal Woodland of Lincoln, was walking eastbound on the shoulder of the roadway. That's when the vehicle failed to negotiate that curve in the road and drove onto the shoulder, striking Woodland with the front bumper. Woodland was thrown down an embankment, landing in a shallow ditch where he was left to die. The vehicle did not stop and instead kept going. Police believe the vehicle was a white Ford E-Series van with right front damage. Anyone with any information is urged to contact police. This has been your Delmarva News Update. I'm Rob Petrie reporting. At this time, we'll take you back to Jim Weller for more of Weller Does Delmarva.
All right, everybody. Thank you, Rob. We appreciate those updates. And you're listening and watching a show called Weller Does Delmarva. Weller Does Delmarva. Now, we need to give away some gift cards to Vanderwens, but we've got to do it quickly. So for those that are watching, you're watching probably on your phone, on Facebook, or on TV, or on YouTube. We need you to pick up the phone and call me right now, 422-7336. 422-7336. We need to talk to you, and we're going to give you 2 gift cards to Vanderwens if you call right now. Are you ready? Ready, go. 422-7336. 422-7336. We need you to give us a call. Say hello. I'd like 2 gift cards to Vanderwens. I'll set them aside for you at Weller's in Bridgeville, and you pick them up Tuesday through Saturday. They're absolutely free. 2 gift cards to Vanderwens. No purchase necessary. 422-7336. 422-7336. Okay? Operators are standing by. I did want to let you know Weller's in Bridgeville is now officially open. We have a help wanted position. We're looking for somebody to help out. We need somebody that can drive a forklift, that can unload trailers when they come in, put the tires and wheels on them, put the ramp gate on them, and park them where they go. And then when a customer buys a trailer, you would go out and get that trailer, bring it up to the building. We have a box you plug it into. We check the lights and the turn signals and make sure everything's just right. We torque the lug nuts, check the air in the tires. We like to do that the minute they buy the trailer so that we know right then and there that, no squirrels chewed any wires or anything like that, and that everything works 100% before you hit the road. So we're looking for somebody part-time or full-time, to help out with that. So if you're interested in a job at Weller's, this is year-round, just stop in and talk to Chuck or Mike and see what you guys can work out, okay? They need somebody immediately. They're ready to hire somebody. So stop in and see Chuck or Mike if you're looking for a job at Weller's in Bridgeville. Now, we are open. And we are selling out of flagpoles. We've got these nice 20-foot tall. I start moving my hands. I feel like the guy at the fair. So these were seen at the fair, at the Delaware State Fair. It's a brand called uncommonusa.com. They were selling at the fair a 20-foot telescopic flagpole. It comes with a gold ball on the top, all your installation hardware. It's made in the USA. It holds 2 flags. It comes with 1 flag, and it's a, United States flag, and the stars and the stripes are sewn on it. Real quality flags. So the flag and the flagpole, they sell online for $2.99. I got them at Weller's for $177. We are liquidating them. They're brand new in the box, but we just want them to go away. If you want a flagpole, stop into Weller's in Bridgeville. Now we are back on the radio. So good morning, everybody. Jim Weller here, and you are listening and watching Weller Does Delmarva. I don't know if I mentioned my accountant yet or not, but I'm going to do a sponsor segment for Luffin Associates, okay? So if you're listening and you're like, you know what, there's been a lot of changes this year. I want to get my bookkeeping prepared for the end of the year. I need to talk to somebody. Or you never did your tax return from last year. You definitely need to talk to somebody. Or you just want a new accountant. I recommend Luffin Associates. I have dealt with them for years and years and years and years, 25 plus years, maybe even 30 years, and I'm happy. 3 locations. They're in Milford, they're in Dover, and they're in Rehoboth. Okay, and George Luff, his son Tyler, and Team Luff, they do a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. So if you need some advice, you need some input, you want somebody to take over your accounting, you don't want to be bothered with it, you don't want to have to worry about it, just give Luff and Associates a call. Another thing they offer is their easy payroll system, and what that is we used to do our own payroll at Weller's in Bridgeville, calculate everything, do all the reports, and my daughter Jenny is like, I got other stuff to do. I could be more productive for you if somebody else could handle the payroll side of things. So we use Luffin Associates easy payroll system, and we're very happy with it. So if you own a business and you want some help with your payroll, you can give them a call. Even if you don't deal with them for your accounting work, but you still just need help with the payroll, they can help you out. So it's Luff and Associates. Their phone number is 422-9699, 422-9699, 9699. LuffCPAs.com on the web. LuffCPAs.com on the web. Okay? So check them out. Tell them I sent you. They'll do a good job for you. Now, my next guest, who is here in person, a good sponsor, supporter of the show, a good friend, his name is Justin Ward, Invisible Fence brand of Delmarva. Justin, how are you doing?
Good. Good morning, Jim.
Thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you. Normally we have you as a call-in, and today you're here in person.
Yep.
So what's going on in your world with your business?
Oh, we're just staying busy, going out and working with puppies, and we're seeing a lot of dogs being rescued, and
Yes.
We're going out and just educating people on the new systems that we deal with, the new technology that we deal with, and anything from dog containment to e-collar training, and we're really hands-on with the training now, so a lot of people don't know that. They just kind of think we
Right.
show up, put a fence in, and
drive away.
Drive away and let you
Right.
have at it. So we're pretty hands-on. We usually come back at least 2 or 3 more times to work with you and your pets. So we're very excited. We're grateful that it's been a very good year for us. So we're actually trying to hire some more people on to get them out in the field.
Oh,
and,
really?
work
Like
in the office.
salespeople or somebody
more
to actually
hands-on.
install the system?
Yeah, more hands-on installing the system, stuff like
Okay.
that. So just being able to grow and work with our people and stuff like that. So
So help wanted. You're growing.
yeah,
All right.
and it's kind of odd to do that going into the winter time because you just never know how the weather's going to be. But
Right.
We can install during the winter.
Okay.
Usually, if the ground freezes, we usually put it on top of the ground so we can get you up and running, get the dogs starting to train, and then once the ground thaws out, then we can come back and bury it. Obviously, we do have our GPS system that we can do for farms and anything over 3 acres, so we can still install that and get the training going. And our new Boundary Plus systems, where a lot of people still think that if a dog gets on the outside of it, they're free to go, but not the new systems. Once they go past it, they get that correction up to 30 seconds the entire time until they come back, which is very rewarding for the dog when they come back. And then obviously if they're going after a squirrel or deer or something like that, because they get 10, 20 yards out, that correction's still there to reinforce the training. So, but yeah, and I do want to mention that come Cyber Monday, we do have 20, I think it's 20% off. So yeah, we encourage people to reach out with us with their emails and stuff like that, get toys, collars for their maybe their Christmas presents and stuff like that for their pets. So and then all of our indoor units that we're giving out, the indoor units, selling those indoor units for Thanksgiving, keeping the dog away from the turkey, and then the Christmas tree, all the presents.
So is there time to buy something for you between now and Thanksgiving?
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely reach out to us for all that, and we can set all that up for you. So very exciting.
You're all about service, in other words. So, you sell products. Everybody sells products. So what you offer is product plus.
Yep, absolutely.
Product plus you.
Yep. We enjoy, a lot of times we can help you more in person, but a lot of times we enjoy people calling up and just asking questions. That's the biggest thing. We don't know if you're having any issues until you call us. So we always recommend people calling us, just chit-chatting with us and making sure that they're on the right page when it comes to their pets.
So you sell pet containment, which would be like you would bury a wire in the ground. The dog would wear a collar. It gives it a correction. It doesn't shock it, knock it out, or burn its neck or anything like that. In other words, it just gives it because it gives it a tone first, right?
Yep, always gets an audible tone first, and the new collars will actually have
a little
vibration.
Buzz.
Vibration, and then we'll work into the correction. And a lot of people want to try to rely on the vibration, but the correction is a little bit more intensified to where it does get their attention when they're focused on that deer or squirrel or chasing cars or whatever. So, and we're recommended by all the vets. Everything we do, I do a lot of my time. A lot of my time is testing technology and stuff like that to make sure it's pet friendly. So
all right, estimates are free.
Yep, estimates free.
And that's more an evaluation. You're going to come to their house, meet them, look at their yard, meet their dog, meet them, and suggest some solutions.
Yeah, we definitely want to come out and see what's going on. Each property is different. Each personality of the dog is different, and we like seeing how they interact around the household so we can provide the best solution, either that's inside or outside. So, estimates are free. We do the 90 days or 12 months interest-free financing for customers as well. So they can call or text at 410-546-2436, or definitely check us out online, Facebook, and you can go to visiblefence.com, type in your zip code, and the local dealer will come up for you. So
very good. And you handle all of Lower Delaware?
Yep, everything from Sussex all the way down the Virginia line, over to Cambridge and Ocean City, Salisbury. We take care of all that area.
Yours is a family-operated business?
Yep, Mom, she runs the office with Rena and Shelby. They answer the phones, and then my younger brother Dylan, he's down here in the Delmarva territory, and we have Joseph Tyler running around as well.
All knowledgeable people, you know,
absolutely.
They care about their customers.
Yeah, everybody's been with us now for going on at least 4 or 5 years now. So.
And you're looking to add some more people?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. All right, well, I'm going to leave you. Is there anything else?
Nope, that's it.
What are you doing today?
I'm actually going to be traveling back to our Carroll County territory and taking care of business up there. So we're going to work in the office a little bit and get back out in the field.
Is there any more shows this year?
Not for us.
Okay.
I don't know of any knowledge of any shows going on. So unfortunately, just the way things are now.
They're weird.
It's beneficial to do more things online and stuff like that. So.
Or go right to their house and talk to them.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. All right, I'm going to leave you. Do you want any gift cards to Vanderwens?
Sure, we'll take.
Okay, just checking. How many do you need? How many's in your group?
We could take 2 or 3.
1,
that's fine.
2. I'll give you 4. How's that?
I appreciate it.
Okay.
We'll treat the guys to some ice cream.
All right. Take care of yourself. Thank you. See ya. Bye-bye. All right, there he goes. Justin Ward, Invisible Fence brand of Delmarva. Good guy. I've had this at my house for years. Now we're going to go ahead and just redo this segment because I wanted to make sure it gets out there correctly, which would be my chiropractor. This is a sponsor segment, Peninsula Chiropractic Center. You heard me talk about him a few minutes ago. But anyway, I just want to remind you, if you need chiropractic care, not sure if it will or won't work for you, check out Dr. T, Dr. Bud. great personalities, lots of information, very helpful. They care. Just give them a call, schedule an appointment. If you got insurance, they accept most insurances. They can tell you pretty much over the phone what's going to be what. So give a call, 629-4344, 629-4344. Peninsula Chiropractic Center. Check them out on the Facebook. Very knowledgeable and helpful there. You will like dealing with them. Beans Attic, I mentioned that they're having their big event today and tomorrow. They're open, so check out their Christmas specials and their open house. That's Beans Attic on Route 113 in Lincoln. My next guest is coming up. His name is Mitch Denham. Mitch Denham. I might have mispronounced it earlier. I do that a lot. I do that just to see who is paying attention, who isn't paying attention. So anyway, we're going to take a quick picture, and then we're going to get right into the question and answer segment of this program. So Mitch Denham is with the Delaware Gun Rights Group, very big, active Facebook group, and they're very active in general. So, Mitch, good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How's everything? Was the ride down good?
Oh, yeah. I live right on Fitzgerald's Road. So it's
oh, my gosh.
I
thought
here.
I, for some reason, thought you lived in Dover or something. But anyway.
I feel like I live in Dover sometimes.
Because you're there quite a bit, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, Delaware Gun Rights, that's your organization. Would that be? And a lot of things happening in our world, a lot of uncertainties. So, what do you want to talk about? I didn't have any real agenda other than to just give us an update.
Unfortunately, there's not really an agenda currently with Delaware gun rights because legislation hasn't opened back up yet. But realistically, with the makeup and the change in the Delaware legislature that's going on, we're going to be busier than ever defending our gun rights. I mean, we lost so much ground in the Senate with the loss of Kathy and Anthony that we're going to be going to work.
And what you mean by going to work is you're fighting for people's Second Amendment right.
Yep, and Article 1, Section 20. And a lot of people don't realize that the Delaware Constitution has a provision for your right to keep and bear arms as well.
Okay.
And that it's actually more in depth than the Second Amendment is. It actually says you have the right to keep and bear arms to protect yourself, for pleasure, for
your property.
Protection of the state, and it goes out and enumerates all these different things that you have the right to keep and bear arms for, which is why in Delaware we haven't had a lot of gun laws passed, is because it'll never make it past the Delaware Supreme Court typically.
Okay.
But you have some tricky guys in there like Senator Townsend, who's an attorney. He's going to try to find some special ways and words to get around things. So that's their big fear currently with the makeup. They can pretty much pass whatever they need to pass. It's going to end up going to court, and that's when we need to start spending money. We need to start donating money to the DSSA, the Gun Owners of America, the NRA, and let those guys do what they do, which is litigate.
And you're really basically saying that everybody should just have the right to own a gun if they want to.
Absolutely. I don't think guns should be forced upon anybody. I'm a liberty guy. I don't believe in forcing anything upon anybody. So if you want to own a gun, you should be able to own a gun. If you want to carry a gun, you should be able to carry a gun. I mean, if you look at criminal statistics, if you look at murder statistics, you look at stuff like that, guns are defensively used 2.5 million times a year. They're not...
Really?
Yeah, so it's... and a large number of those are women and children using those guns to protect themselves. Yep, themselves in their houses. There's been a couple really interesting things where, 13, 14-year-old brothers home with the 9-year-old little brother, and so an intruder breaks into the house, and the 13-year-old defended the house for the family, and that happens a lot out west. It doesn't happen as much in Delaware because you have laws preventing you from being able to have access to guns as a child.
Okay.
But places where they let that happen, they use defensively a lot.
Wow. So if somebody wanted to learn more about your group, what do they do? Do they go to Facebook or a website?
Well, there's a couple different ways. Facebook.com/groups/Delaware Gun Rights. That's where the bulk of our work gets done. That's where we organize. It's our, for lack of a better term, news site. You go there and we'll list, hey, we got this event going on. This bill's been introduced, that sort of thing. Get ready. This is getting ready to happen. And then conversation occurs in there as well. I mean, about United States gun news, like if California passes a new gun law or New Jersey passes a new gun law, which happens rather often, it gets posted in there and everybody talks about or complains about, or whatever it is you do on Facebook. And
right. It's a good way to get informed.
It is. And there's a lot of camaraderie that gets built out of Delaware gun rights too. I mean, there's a lot of people that have said to me, hey, look, I didn't have any friends before this, or I was new to the area and didn't know how to find common-minded people, and that sort of thing. And Delaware gun rights has brought a lot of people together. We've empowered there's a group called the Well-Armed Woman. We've empowered them as much as we could possibly do. Anytime they have an event, anytime they have a place that they want to go, I try to make sure that they're the ones front and center. 51% of all gun purchases in America are female. So the more that we can do to get these ladies recognized for what they do, I think it changes the mindset and the demographics of what people think gun owners really are. Of the guns that were purchased since COVID started, 80% of them were minorities. So, the old white guy mindset is not something that is true. It's a fictitious thing. We're just the guys that show up because they got the time. You know what I mean? So the reality is that a lot of your gun purchasers don't meet the typical thing when you close your eyes. You see a caricature of an NRA guy. It's not the same thing as what's really buying guns today.
Well, and it is just something. You're not a bunch of just gun enthusiasts. You're rights enthusiasts. In other words, you want people to maintain the rights that have been there for years.
Absolutely. And I always said that our job is to advocate for people to be their own lobbyists. So there's nothing more effective than a voter that's registered in that district talking to their legislator, because they want to hear that guy.
Right.
Because the currency of a politician is a vote. Right. So the only way you're going to get them to do anything is to threaten their chances of receiving that vote.
Right.
So they listen when people from their district come out and talk to them.
Right.
And we've seen that in the past with the gun bills being stopped. We had union members up north talk to their legislators, say, hey, look, we know we're typically registered Democrat, but we're also pro-gun. So stop the silliness, or we're going to find another Democrat that likes what we like.
Okay.
So, and that kind of slowed things down in the past, and that's what we've had to do. I don't think that's going to be as effective this time around. I think there's too many progressives in there that don't feel beholden to anyone. I mean, we have 2 or 3 more AOCs in Dover. I think is what we got going on. So, and it's a shame because I don't think Delaware feels that way. I think there's small pockets of people feel that way, but as a whole, I don't think the state feels that way. I don't run into people that are completely anti-gun in Delaware.
Right. No, I think people like safety.
They do.
I mean, in other words, and that's what, when you think of a gun, I mean, it's just about your own personal well-being and safety. In other words, so so how would somebody learn more? So did they go? What is the Facebook page again?
Delaware, Facebook.com/groups/Delaware Gun Rights. You'll be able to join there. Excuse me. Then there's also the Delaware Gun Rights page. If you don't like all the extraneous conversation, you just go to Facebook.com/Delaware Gun Rights, and that gets you just the page that you follow. Just like I followed Weller Does Delmarva on Facebook. Same kind of concept. And then we actually have a website. It's mydgr.org. That's mydgr.org. And we do that for the people that don't do Facebook. The people that are on the mass exodus currently are all shifting their mindset over to that, I guess. But and we have a parlor and a MeWe and all that stuff. I don't personally participate in that stuff yet because I went to school for computers, but I'm technically challenged. So I do the things that I know how to do, and I got people that know how to do things that I don't, and they're in places that they're supposed to be in for that purpose. So,
how many members do you have? Or
24,000-ish. 24,000. It fluctuates up and down. People get mad and leave. New people join. Kind of.
We should be broadcasting the show on that Facebook page.
It's on there right now.
Oh, is it? Well, good. Thank you. All right. Well, is there anything else you wanted to say or add? I just wanted to have you on to say hi and catch up a little bit.
I think we're beyond the fact where people can be complacent. I think that everybody needs to
take a stand.
Needs to participate. Participation has become mandatory. The cultural extremists have taken over on both ends of the spectrum. And the normal people in the middle need to just stand up and say, hey, we're tired of being the silent majority. Silence is no longer an option.
Right.
And then participation is mandatory. And get out and do the things that you need to do. Call your legislator when you don't like what they're doing. The only way they can represent you is if they know what you want.
Yes.
So if you don't tell them what you want, they have to act on their own wants and desires. Correct. Or the people that do call them. Right. If 8 negatives call and 20 positives stay home and don't say anything, right, the negatives get their way.
Yeah. And it's no time to be passive.
It's not. And we're past that point. That's what got us here. Right. So, we want to get off the merry-go-round. You don't want to follow that Einstein definition of insanity, right?
Right.
And we don't want to do the same things over and over again. So
and expect different results
because it's not going to be different results. I mean, that's why you have recipes, right? So you can get the exact same results over and over again.
Every time, right?
Right. So I think we're at that point now. I think it's time to get out there, do what you have to do, be a patriot, and support your country. Support your state and support yourself in getting the things that you want done in Delaware. If you want a bill passed, you want a law passed, go there and show up. Drag people with you.
Right.
If you got like-minded individuals, they'll listen. That's the one cool thing about Delaware is it's so small that they have to listen.
Right.
Otherwise, they're going to run into you in Wawa. They're going to run into you in rural farms, and then they're going to have to and they don't want to have that conversation. So they want to represent you so that they don't have to deal with those situations later because we're such a small community. It's not like New York where you're never going to run into AOC.
Right. You're going to run into them.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'm going to wrap up if that's okay.
I'm perfectly fine with your show.
I have one question.
Yes, sir.
Would you like any gift cards to Vanderwens?
I would love some gift cards to Vanderwens.
How many people in your group?
24,000.
24,000. Get all those boxes over here.
No, probably 2 should be fine.
Right.
We'll use them as a giveaway thing.
Right. I'll give you
raise
4.
some money.
How's that?
Awesome. I appreciate it. And Jesse's a good dude, so we try to support
you talking
his
about
family.
Jesse Vanderwen?
Yes.
He's a good dude?
Yeah, so we try to support his family. I buy his ice cream his family's ice cream all the time.
Okay.
We get up to Mule Run when we go meat shopping. So.
Yep. Jesse Vanderwen is a good guy.
Yeah, he's a really good guy.
He's a really good guy, Jesse.
Yeah,
I'm just checking.
Right, anybody from around here already knows that. Though.
I know.
So.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm going to let you go, Mitch. And if you need to get the word out about anything, let me know.
Awesome. We'll do.
Okay. Take care.
All right.
See you.
Have a good one.
Yep. All right. So there he goes, everybody. Mitch Denham, Delaware Gun Rights. So anyway, good organization. Look up their Facebook page. Learn about him. He is correct. It is no time to be passive. It's time to know what you stand for and stand for what you know. Now, what is the next thing that I want to talk about? What is the next thing? I mentioned Bean's Christmas open house. I did mention that, right? Once, twice, 3 times. Sold. Anyway, check out Bean's Attic, Route 113 in Lincoln City, Delaware. Today and tomorrow is their Christmas open house. Mid-South Audio, I want to brag on them just a little bit. This is a sponsor segment. They are open today, Saturdays. Their brand new worldwide headquarters is in Milton, Delaware, okay? Saturdays, 10 to 2. Stop in, say hi to Mark Johnson. He's running the store there. If you need any audio, video, lighting things, if you're involved in any kind of stuff like that, you got a band, you're involved in your church tech team, or you just want to see the new building and you want to get yourself a quality set of headphones or something like that, check out midsouthaudio.com on the web and give them a call on the phone. If you got any questions, it's 302-856 6993, 856-6993. I'd like a couple people to just do me a favor and pick up the phone right now and just call and say good morning. Appreciate you supporting Weller Does Delmarva. Mid-South Audio, check them out. They will do a good job for you, and they offer many, many things, way more than I could say, so check out their website. Now, I saw Leslie Reese has arrived. We're going to have her on after we take our 8:30 break. We take a break on the radio, okay? And we just want to let you know, when the radio goes off, we're still on. So you can go to TV Delmarva, or you can go to Weller Does Delmarva on the Facebook, and you won't miss any part of the show, because when we take a break from the radio, the show doesn't stop. Now, we're going to be with you till 9 o'clock this morning. We're going to talk to Leslie. I have got a series of very technical questions about what she does for a living, what she's running for, Why in the world would anybody vote for her? What do her kids think of her? We're going to go over all those kinds of things, okay? I wanted to remind you also that I'm going to have a special on power washing for you here in a few minutes. So keep that in mind, too, if you would. All right, I hear the music. We're taking a break from the radio, but we don't never stop talking. Rob Petrie's going to be joining us, so stay tuned. Here we go. All right, what is next? I think we're going to introduce Rob Petrie.
All righty. Thank you so much, Jim. Reporter Rob Petrie here with a Saturday Live edition of your Delmarva News Update. Well, there's good news in the race for a coronavirus vaccine. As Newsnet's Abigail Taylor tells us, one vaccine is on track to go before the FDA for approval later this month.
An early look at data from vaccine developers Pfizer and BioNTech is proving promising. In fact, Pfizer says the shots may be 90% effective at preventing COVID-19. They also say this data puts them on track to apply later this month for emergency use approval from the Food and Drug Administration. Dr. Fauci, the government's top infectious disease expert, calls this news just extraordinary, adding, quote, not very many people expected it would be as high as that. Pfizer agrees these kind of results are highly unusual, reminding that this does not mean this vaccine is guaranteed, and that the initial protection rate may change by the time the study is officially over. Medical experts say it will likely still be into 2021 before a vaccine is released to the public. Reporting for Newsnet, I'm Abigail Taylor.
Well, meanwhile, blood donations are critically low across Delmarva due to, you guessed it, the coronavirus. The blood bank of Delmarva is in dire need of donations of all blood types after their supplies were reduced down by 57%. Well, this is largely due to the fact that many schools are closed and school blood drives account for a significant portion of their donations. If you're interested in donating blood to help with the shortage, head on over to delmarvablood.org. Once again, that's delmarvablood.org to learn how you can get involved and help with the blood shortage across Delmarva. Well, this has been your Delmarva News Update. I'm Rob Petrie reporting. At this time, we take you back to Jim Weller for more of Weller Does Delmarva.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much, Rob Petrie. We appreciate those updates. He's doing a great job. And we're here, and we are waiting for the radio station to come back to us. So I'm going to try one more time to make the telephone ring. I heard it ring just a second ago. So, oh, you got it on hold? Well, how do I respond to those little beeps? 422-7336. If you would like 2 gift cards to Vanderwen's. 2. We haven't gave away any yet today, have we? I'm getting a complex. Mitch Denham only needed 24,000 of them for his group. So anyway, you imagine having a Facebook page with 24,000 people involved? That's a big number, everybody. That's more people than live in Lincoln. Caller, are you there?
Hey, Jim, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
All right, you know who this is?
I can't tell because I think your radio volume is up. Is this Terry?
Yeah, this is Terry.
And Terry, what are you doing today?
I'm in Florida.
Really?
Yeah, vacation in Florida today. I left last night and I'll be back home tomorrow to Monday.
Wait a minute. You're in Florida?
Yeah,
You talking about Florida, Delaware, or Florida, the state?
The state.
You're down in Florida. What are you on vacation?
I'm up here on vacation. You know what Florida is, where it's warm and all that.
And the sun's out?
Yeah, the sun's out. It's nice and warm over here now.
All right. And how long are you there?
I'm there till at least Monday.
At least Monday. All right.
Yeah. I got you on Facebook. And I listen to you on. I watch you on the Facebook too.
Well, very good. How do I look today?
Huh?
How do I look?
You look like the same Jim.
I had a cavity filled this week in my tooth, so I didn't know if I looked better. Hey,
I did see that.
You want a couple gift cards to Vanderwen's?
No, not today.
Not today. Wow.
Not today. Oh, well, I'll tell you what, go ahead and give them to you, and I'll get them on my body, and I'll give it to them.
All right, who's going to pick them up?
Jim, I mean, no, not Jim, but what's his name? Greg Nichols.
Greg Nichols.
He has no problem. Jim, I got to tell you another thing. He has no problem picking when he picks up. They act like they want to get joined. So that's where he gets them because I think he come over there and he's very happy.
All right. What happened now? What happened?
You know, that time somebody gave him a hard time in your place, and he didn't like that. And he said, well, from now on, no, I don't know. He said, Terry, come and pick him up, and then nobody don't know.
Wow. Well, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. Maybe once you can give him a couple of them because he come over there to pick me up.
All right. Well, we'll set.
He'll pick him up here. That's good.
All right. So we're going to set two aside for Greg Nichols, and I'll tell him to make sure they take good care of him. All right.
Yeah, that'd be good. Make him happy.
All right. We need to keep Greg happy. All right. Well,
take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, and I enjoy your show all the time when I listen to it. And you're basically happy. And I see you. You're just a working hard man.
All right. Well, thank you, and have a good vacation. All right.
All right. You take care.
All right. See ya. Bye. All right. Greg Nichols is going to pick him up, and I'll make sure that we get that right. All right. Well, anyway, we are here. We're waiting to come back on the radio. I have been getting a list of questions together. I do want to make sure you know if you need any power washing, in a few minutes, I'm going to do an ad for a power washing guy. And I got a special for you. I'm surprised he's doing it 2 weeks in a row, but he is. But anyway, what else is going on? Weller's is open. We're open today at 8 o'clock. It's been busy. We're prepping for the radio. So that's the next thing we're going to do. And I got a lot of notes to get done today. I can't believe I had so many notes. I put them at the very end of the show. All right, I hear the music. We're back on the radio. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Who's getting a phone call? I'm getting a phone call. It's my sister. I'm going to let that one ride for just a minute. All right, Mary Alice, I will call you back. She must have figured out it's before 9 maybe. So anyway, I'll call her back after the show. So my next guest is Leslie Reese. We're going to talk to her. I did want to mention that I have a special. If you want to buy 5 minutes of time on this show, 5 minutes of time, I've got a special, but I can't get you on till next year. I might be able to squeeze you in, but maybe not. We're taking a picture first there, Leslie. And then we're going to talk with Leslie Reese in just a minute. But the special, 5 minutes of time on my show. So you're going to be on radio, TV, Facebook, YouTube, and everywhere I can think of, okay? For $175, okay? So if you own a business or you're involved with an organization and you need some promoting, let me know, and we will get you on sometime in January, all right? And they're telling me that we're just getting busier and busier and busier, and I appreciate that, and I thank everybody that's ever been on the show, but we normally charge $300 for 5 minutes. I'm having a year-end special, $175. So if you have an interest, get up with us, and Jackie will get you scheduled, okay? Now, Leslie Reese is here, and I want to say hello. I don't think this is her first time on the show. I think she's been on numerous times. So I will need you to talk into that mic if you can. I'm trying to get as far away from you as I can, so we're at least 7 feet apart or whatever it is, 8 feet, 9 feet. I'm not sure. The rules keep changing.
6 feet.
Dealing with all the rules. Have you ever been sporting clay shooting?
No, I haven't.
It's where, you hold a gun.
Yes.
And they launch this little orange thing.
Right.
You say pull, and they pull it, and they pull this string, and it shoots it. And I think a lot of these rules are like shooting sporting clays.
I think that's a fair assessment.
Correct. They're always moving. It's a moving target.
Yeah,
in other words, what am I supposed to do again?
What is it today?
Don't step here.
Tomorrow
Don't step
different.
there.
Yes.
So anyway, Leslie is here. I have a gift for you right off the bat.
You do?
I do.
Yay.
This buying guide, this Consumer Reports buying guide is for you.
That's, I'm sorry that I didn't bring in my gifts. I actually had some gifts, some items I needed to return. So they're out in the lobby. I'll have to get them out.
They're unused $100 bills. She's returning them.
They are, yeah.
All right. So, Leslie, you're here in all honesty to not talk about anything real technical except the fact that you have woke up and decided. Now, Leslie used to be a tenant of mine. You lived in a house I owned.
I did.
For how long? 2-3 years?
Almost 10 years.
Almost 10 years.
Yeah.
By golly. All right. Yeah. She was a good tenant, too. She didn't give me too much of a hard time.
Not too much.
But so now she's moved, and she's in a development, and now she wants to be on the home. Now, you could have been on my homeowners association.
I tried, and we tried to get a pool in the vacant lot, and that didn't work out.
That's right. I remember that. Both the other neighbor wanted the same thing.
She did. We were working
started
together.
A coup.
We did.
In other words,
tried.
Right. Tried to get this pool. They wanted a community pool.
We did.
Her and my daughter Jenny. So, all right. So anyway, you are running to be on the homeowners association.
I am. Yes, because
she sent me a bio.
I did.
A blood test. All these
all
notes.
That stuff. My negative COVID test. Everything.
Right. Everything.
Yes.
We even have a litmus test.
Yes.
So anyway, so why in the world are you doing this?
Well, we moved, as you know, last August into a community that we felt very comfortable in. It felt like home, whether we were in the house or walking the neighborhood. And we would go to our homeowners association meetings, and they were a little chaotic, and they really could leave you with a little bit of angst.
Okay.
And we said,
what happened there?
Yeah, like
nothing.
What just happened?
Right.
And so, we got together a group of 5 of us. There's 5 seats.
This is the WOW team.
The WOW team, yes.
Okay.
The Working on Windstone team. And, we're a very new development. They've been there about 10 years, but the homeowners association. Is it called
Windstone?
It is.
Okay.
The homeowners association's only had a board for a year.
Oh, okay.
And, they're got some growing pains. The developer's still a part of it. The builder's still a part of it. And so there's just a lot of moving parts. And there's not a lot of cooperation.
Okay.
And so we're just, this group of folks is committed to working with everybody. We want input from the homeowners. We want to work with the developer. We want to, get along with the builder. We're all going to be living there. This
Correct,
is our home.
right.
We want to be comfortable.
Right. You're like one big family.
Exactly.
So you want to act that way.
Exactly. And, I was explaining to some folks yesterday, it doesn't matter if it's a marriage or a town or a homeowners association, you're going to have issues.
Right.
But if you approach them with respect and you communicate openly, you can get to a common ground.
Correct, for sure.
Yeah. So that's, and you know that's the way I function.
And I know you to be a lady of structure.
Mm-hmm.
Want to know what the plan is?
Yes.
Want to. If you don't have a plan, we're going to create a plan.
That's right.
And you're very goal oriented.
Yes.
And you're a people person. You're a mother. You're a wife. You know how to get things done and make things happen.
That's right.
Okay, so is this like a big, high-paying job? Is this a 6-figure income?
It is a thankless, thankless position. I don't even get a discount on my dues.
Really?
But that's okay, because the bigger goal is far more.
So you're not doing it for the money?
Definitely not for the money.
Okay.
Not for the glory either.
Is there a company vehicle for all the people on the homeowners board?
There is not that either, no.
Really? Okay. All right. How do people get to know about you? Have you got like a team of people that will come and put on a presentation in their house, or?
Well, we're trying to not, go into folks' homes.
Great idea.
We've done a little bit of, door knocking, but we stay out on the porch and ask if there's any questions we can answer, and we try to, get everybody all the information that they need. But we've put out on Nextdoor. I don't know. That's a social media that you might not be part of.
I'm totally aware of it.
Okay. So we put information out on Nextdoor. And I'm a neighbor. You can knock on my door. I'm right near the clubhouse.
So you live there. You're passionate about it. You're organized. You can think on your feet. You're used to working with large groups of people or small groups of people. Yep. In other words, you kind of got experience both ways.
I do.
Okay. Yeah. I've been in Delaware a long time. Your kids go to school here.
Yeah.
Your husband works in this area. In other words, so you have a feel for the local feel.
Absolutely. And we're not natives, but we've been here 17 years, and we think that almost counts. We're a little older than 17, but
yeah. Well, you didn't move here just 2 years ago.
No, we did not.
In other words,
exactly.
So how would people learn about you or talk to you, and who can vote for you? Like, can I vote for you?
No, you have to be a homeowner in Windstone.
Okay.
Our election is next Friday night.
So I don't even have time to buy a home in Windstone to vote for you.
No, you can't, unfortunately.
Darn, I was going to offer that.
They are great homes.
You love it there, don't you?
I do. I really enjoy it there. So anyway, there's a packet that was sent to all the homeowners, and they've got a proxy ballot that's good through Thursday if they get a return to the management company. And then after that, they would show up at 5:30 at our clubhouse next Friday night to get a ballot and do the voting.
Vote. Really? Wow. So I want to encourage people to vote for Leslie Reese, okay?
Thank you, Jim.
In other words, I think she's a good girl. She's very intelligent, very kind, very loving, very caring, and wants to do a good job. There's no other real motive. I mean, this is your new home.
That's
This is
right.
where you're gonna retire at, in other words. And so if you don't know her, get to know her. What else can I say about you? Are you pet friendly?
I'm pet friendly.
She's pet friendly.
My kids think I'm pretty awesome.
Okay. What's Chip think?
He likes me most days.
Okay.
Most days, yeah.
That end in a Y.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most days that end in a Y. All right. Did we do a good job?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. We're just hoping to do a good job for our community, for our neighbors.
Is this a 10-year commitment, a lifelong
no,
commitment?
it's just a 1 year.
1 year at
we
a
do an
time.
election every year, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, if you bought any signs, like if there's Vote for Leslie signs, and you don't need the metal frame when you're done with the signs, I'm collecting metal frames.
Okay, that's good to know. I don't
Okay.
have any signs.
Really?
No, I am my own marketing department. I've
Okay.
worked with the
So you're
folks on our
working within a
team, but
budget, evidently.
we're on a strict budget, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
How many people are running against you?
So we have a total of 15 people running for 5 seats.
Really?
Yes, and that is a good thing. We've got 270 homes, 260 homes finished right now.
Well, in fairness now, I need to give them time next Saturday.
No, it'll be too late. I mean, it's okay.
You
You can
missed
have
my
the
point.
winners.
You missed my point. It will be too late.
It'll be too late.
I only wanted to focus on you today.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm running with a great group of people. There's five of us out of 15. We've got.
So this is your flyer.
This is my flyer.
This is the WOW team.
the WOW team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Working on Windstone. This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is pretty cool.
We're a good group.
All right. And anything else?
Can I say their names?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay. All right.
Can you
so
pronounce them?
I can.
Okay.
Every single one.
Every single one.
We have Bill Breitmeyer. He's on our architectural board. He's running with us. John D'Amico is our current treasurer. He's running for re-election. Of course, myself, Leslie Reese, Kristen Haas-Thomas, and Tony Ellis. Tony Ellis is an interesting guy. He's a safety expert.
Really?
Yeah, he's testified in front of Congress and everything. It's pretty cool.
Like walk and chew gum at the same time. How to do
He
it.
can do that too.
He can do that too.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We're all talented
Wow.
like that.
All right. Well, very good. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
Just wanted to thank you for having me. I
What was this
appreciate
like,
you.
in all honesty?
You've known me for years, and as much as I can get out there and do stuff, I'm also quite introverted by nature, and so I don't love it. But
Okay.
you make me very comfortable, and
Okay.
I would love to come back sometime.
Okay. Well, good. Well, maybe you can make a victory lap.
That would be amazing.
Maybe
Yes,
you
I would
bring
love that.
everybody.
I could, yes.
In other words, now, I don't want this to be an offensive question, so now I'm going to get personal.
Okay.
Do you like ice cream?
I love ice cream.
Okay. If I gave you a gift card to Vanderwen's, would you be offended?
Never offended by Vanderwen's
Okay.
ice cream. That's impossible.
Okay. Well, I'll give you 4 of them. How many people's in your family? 1, 2, 3, 4.
There's 4 of us.
1, 2, 3, 4. How's that?
Excellent. Thank you
Is that
very
good?
much. That's perfect.
Other than that, I think I'm going to let you go. Okay.
All right. Well, thanks so much.
I want to say thanks for your friendship, for
thank
being
you.
such a good tenant.
Yes.
You were very involved with the church that I was very involved in. You made a big difference there.
Yeah.
And now in your new career, you're making a difference in our entire community. So thank you for that. Okay.
Absolutely.
And I didn't ask you no questions about this and that or that or this.
I know. Yes.
Okay.
Maybe next time.
And I want to make it clear, she wasn't paid to be on the show.
I was not paid to be here today.
And you did not pay me.
No, I did not.
Right.
Well,
so
okay,
this
wait a
is-
second. To be fair, I got paid in Vanderwen's gift card.
You haven't used them yet, though.
No, I haven't.
Okay. All right. I'm going to leave you, okay?
All right, thanks so much.
Thank you very much. Don't forget your book.
Okay.
Okay. It was very helpful. I think it was about a washer and a dryer. I'm not sure. It was. All right. So anyway, there she goes, Leslie Reese. Please encourage anybody you know that lives in Windstone to vote for her. She's a good girl. She'll do a good job. I promise you. Now, let's talk about power washing. Soft wash, power wash, both. I have met a guy, and his name is Mark. What is his name? Mark Schaefer? And Mike Schaefer. Not Mark Schaefer. I hate it when I get their names mixed up. Mike Schaefer. Okay. And he owns and operates Easy Clean Power Washing. So this is a sponsor segment. Now, you will hear me talk about people, but I'm only dealing with people I dealt with. I only talk about them. So he's done some work for me, and I've been very, very, very pleased. He came out to my house. He did my pavers, my porches, my house, my swing set. He has done my garage, and I've been very, very pleased with his work, his attention to detail, the things he noticed, the things he brought up. And actually, I'm going to have him come back and do a soft wash on my roofs. So if you are watching and listening and you need some power washing done, and you have noticed that everybody and their brother is doing it, and you want to deal with somebody that knows what they're doing, I want you to give Mike a call. I'm going to give you his phone number in just a minute. He is licensed. He's insured, been in business now for a while. He's been actually doing this over 6 years, and free estimates. So if you want him to look at your project, or you want to describe what size property or house you have, he'll, give you a quote. But we're going to give you a special offer. So today's date is November 14th, 2020. This offer is only good for 1 week, okay? So if you're watching this show past November 14th, 2020, and if it's been more than a week, this offer is no good. But it's good for you right now. So whether you're listening on the radio, watching on TV, Facebook, YouTube, or wherever, I need you to give Mike a phone call, okay? Let him give you an estimate on what you need done. And then if you mention me or my show, he will give you a discount of 10%. So, let's say it's a $250 job. That's $25 off. Okay. I found his prices to be very fair and reasonable. But what I really appreciate beyond price is the work that he did. I'm happy. My wife Denise was very pleased with everything he did. Attention to detail. He's very meticulous and very particular. So his name again is Mike. His phone number is 302-381-8305. Now that's 381-8305. You got Thanksgiving coming up. You got the holidays. You're going to be putting up Christmas lights and decorations, and you want your place to look really pristine. But he also does businesses. He does boats. He does campers. He does equipment. He kind of power washes whatever you need power wash. So give him a call, 10% off by mentioning my name. Phone number again, 381-8305. If you could at least call him and say good morning and thanks for sponsoring and being a sponsor of Weller Does Delmarva, I'd appreciate that. It's easy, like EasyCleanMD.com, EasyCleanMD.com, and look him up on Facebook, Easy Clean Power Washing. All right, check him out. I think you'll be very pleased if you deal with him. Okay, so what is the next thing I want to tell you about? I got a few minutes left. And I want to tell you, Dan Gaffney's going to be on at 9 o'clock. It's called the Saturday Spotlight, so you want to stay tuned for that also on Delaware 105.9. And I got a billboard for rent on Route 13 in Bridgeville, southbound side, 10-foot tall, 30-foot wide, $950 a month. If you're interested, let me know. And if you give me a call and sign a 1-year contract, I'll pay for having the thing designed, printed, and put up for you. You just pay me $950 a month. How's that? So anyway, if you want to get some visibility, how many cars is it? I had Jackie look this up the other day. 25,000 cars a day is the average daily traffic count. Okay, so that's pretty good. That comes out to about 2 cents an impression. So anyway, if you got a business, you want to get the word out, it's right on Route 13 in Bridgeville, right by Weller's Utility Trailers. It's right there, and it is the southbound side. If you're interested, call me 302-542-9157. What in the world? 542-9157. I've got to slow down, folks. It's like my brain wants me to talk faster. I'm trying purposely to talk slower. I've had people say that the faster I talk, the faster they drive. And somebody got a speeding ticket while listening to my show. And guess what they wanted me to do? Pay for the speeding ticket. So anyway, is this a phone call for real? Caller, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
And who am I talking to?
Hi, I'm Joel from Bridgeville.
Joel. How's Joel?
Joel's doing fine. I didn't know you were on I just found the channel here on Delmarva TV.
Okay. So you're watching on TV?
I didn't know you were on TV. I used to listen to you when I worked at Purdue from the hub in the morning on Saturday mornings.
Oh, yeah. Well, the TV station's actually brand new. And so we are there. How's it look on TV?
It looks fantastic. You look great.
Well, good. And what are you getting ready to do today?
Actually, I'm going to rake some leaves if the grass buds out of this. Got a lot of leaves falling in the yard. We've had a lot of rain, though, so we may have to put it off till tomorrow or the next day.
Now, have you ever raked leaves before?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need more? Like, is your yard all you need, or do you need some more leaves?
No, I don't need any more leaves.
All right. I got a property that I'm just saying, in case you run out of leaves and need more, I got a property in Lincoln that's just loaded with leaves.
Well, I'd be happy to rake them.
All right. And what do you do with them after you rake them?
I've had them taken down. I live right off of 404, so there's a recycling place right down the street.
Okay. And what was the purpose of your call?
I was just calling to see if I could talk to somebody. I've never talked to you, but I used to listen to you, like I said, all the time.
Well, good. What do you do for a living?
Right now, I'm out of work.
Okay. What did you do?
No, I was working as a waiter.
Okay. Oh, and the food industry has been hit hard, hasn't it?
Yeah, very hard.
And it's going to get worse, as unfortunate as that is.
It seems it's going to get worse before it gets better. A lot worse.
Well, I got a question for you, Joel. Would you like a couple gift cards to Vanderwen's Ice Cream?
Yeah, that's right down the street from me, so I live right off 404.
All right. Well, I'm going to set 2 gift cards aside at Weller's in Bridgeville. You got to pick them up there. We're only open Tuesday through Saturday, okay?
Okay.
If you pick up the gift cards there, you can use them at Vanderwen's. Is that all right?
That is fantastic. Now, can I have my sister pick them up?
What is her name?
Joanne.
Joanne.
Yes.
We will set them aside with Joanne's name on them, okay?
That is fantastic. You're right up the street from me because, like I said, I live off of 404, about a quarter mile from the blinking light where they sell the chicken at.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm going to thank you for calling, okay?
Hey, I'm going to keep watching your show. You're on every Saturday when?
Every Saturday, 7 to 9, every Saturday morning.
All right. Well,
All
I'm
right.
going to tune in. Thank you very much.
See ya. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Bye. There we go. TV Delmarva. Anybody else watching on TV? We got time for more phone calls. I was talking about the billboard, but I want the phone to ring. 422-7336. 422-7336. Wednesday was Veterans Day, and I just want to say thanks again to all of our veterans that have served and are serving, and it was just really nice to see a lot of the businesses that did something for veterans and so on. So if you're a business that gave away a free meal or something like that, we gave away Vanderwen's gift cards at Weller's, and we just want to say thank you to all the businesses and to the veterans. Now, I heard the phone ringing. We're going to see what kind of phone call this is. Caller, are you there?
Hello, yes.
And who am I talking to?
You are talking to Susan.
Oh, you got to say it one more time. Say it one more time.
My name's Susan Martin.
Susan Martin.
I'm heading over to D.C. to support my president so that this election is not stolen from him in the name of Jesus.
Hey, did I hang out with you at the inauguration?
Yes, you did.
Wow. Now, what's going on today?
They're going to have a march. There's kind of 2 of them. One of them don't feel the election, and I forget the name of the other one.
Okay.
Mega Million March.
Mega Million. Wow. Who's going with you?
My wonderful husband.
All right. And so I want you to have a safe journey. Are you already rolling?
Oh, yes.
All right. Have you passed Weller's yet?
No, I have not.
If I set 2 gift cards aside for Vanderwen's, you want them?
Yes, I do.
All right. Let's put Susan down for 2 gift cards to Vanderwen's. Is that okay?
That's perfect.
How many people's in the vehicle?
Just the 2 of us.
All right. Well, Weller's will be open. You can stop if you want, or you can get them within a week or so. But anyway, I'll set 2 gift cards aside, and you can use them at Vanderwen's on 404 on your way over or on your way back.
Woohoo, I'm going to go support this president. So
Okay.
It's not stolen from him.
I agree. Well, thank you for calling, okay?
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, there she goes, Susan Martin. All right, one more phone call real quick. I don't even know if I got time for one more phone call, but we'll take it anyway. 422-7336. Caller, are you there?
Yeah, I am right here.
And is this Lou?
This is Lou. Hey, listen, got a question for you. When are you going to do the discount cards like you did last year?
I'm not, Lou. I don't feel right asking businesses to give a discount right now, and restaurants are having a tough time, so I'm not going to do them this year.
Okay, because we've been using ours quite a bit.
Oh, they're handy. Hey, I want to thank you for the tomatoes.
Okay, no problem.
And for the wire things, for the signs. Thank you.
Wire, thanks for the signs, yeah.
Yep. You want 2 gift cards to Vanderwens?
Okay, go ahead.
Yep, I'll put your name down. So, Lou, I'm going to leave you if that's okay.
Go. You have a good day.
All right, see you, Lou. Bye-bye.
Right, bye.
Bye. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to somehow get more time in my show. I want more phone calls is what I want. In other words, I can't take any more today. We're out of time. But I want to say thanks a lot to all the people that have called, that listened in. Lou stopped in and dropped me off some metal brackets for signs for my daughters and left me with some beautiful, nice, plump, juicy tomatoes. They were wonderful, Lou. They were wonderful. I like crab cakes about the same size, okay? But anyway, they were good, so thank you very much. So we got a good audience. I get phone calls through the week. I get text messages during the show. I appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you for watching my show. If you want to rent my billboard in Bridgeville, let me know. I hear the music. We are going to be done on the radio. We're going to continue on TV and Facebook for just a moment or two. God bless you all. Stay tuned for Dan Gaffney. He's up next. See ya. Bye. All right, everybody, we are here. You're watching on Facebook and YouTube and TV. And thanks a lot. That gentleman, Joel,
20 seconds.
He really liked stumbling across TV Delmarva. It's kind of cool. So anyway, if you want to advertise on TV Delmarva, let Colin know. 242-8015, 242-8015. I'm about out of time. How many seconds left? 5 seconds left, everybody. What can I do in 5 seconds? I'm going to blink my eyes twice.
/COVID-19. Brought to you by the National Association